All right, everyone. Welcome to today's daily charting session. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we take a look at yung mga trending names at kinukuha po natin yung listahang yon sa Instagrams. So if you use Instagrams as your charting provider or your charting software, then usually you will find that list somewhere on the right-hand side of your screen. Tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So kung meron po kayong mga requested charts, meron kayong gustong pa-analyze, meron kayong mga tanong, please feel free to post those in the comment section below and I promise I will get to all of them. No? Today's daily charting session, medyo gagayahin ko po yung naging format natin nung Lunes. I'll be pre-recording this over the holidays just so I can make sure na ma-release ko siya on time. Unfortunately, medyo sabog pa rin yung schedule ko because of circumstances beyond my control. And while I am trying my best na sumunod talaga na by the time na mag-close yung market, makakapag-release tayo ng video for now. And it's looking like at least for the duration of December, hindi talaga kaya. So I have to try and make compromises here and there to make sure na napufulfill ko yung pangako ko sa inyo at nakakapagturo ako ng mabuti at napag-uusapan po natin ang lahat ng dapat natin na pag-uusapan. Okay? So for today's video, we'll be starting with ACEN. Okay? So ACEN, nung nag-close tayo ng Tuesday, we actually closed beneath the support na at 10.7, no? We closed beneath it, but before we did, we came back and tested yung 10 pesos na area. Okay, as expected, nagkaroon tayo ng konting reaction dyan, pero nakabantay pa rin tayo kasi kung tuluyang mabasag tong 10 pesos, next natin is 9.6 and if mabasag yan, it opens up this wider range here. So that's from 8.53 hanggang 9.66. Kung mabasag pati yung 8.53, then baka balikan na natin tong mga lows na nandito, itong cluster of lows na to. So that's around 7.6 na area, no? Okay? Ang bullish scenario for ACEN para sa akin, hindi na enough na i-reclaim niya itong 10.7 or itong 11.6. For me, I really want to see it start trading above 13 na just because ang laki na natulak niya pababa eh. Parang ilang levels na violate niya. Let's say kasi, kunyari for example, it starts trading above 10.7 again. So yes, that still opens up yung range hanggang 11.62 but baka hanggang dun na lang eh. Hindi na natin ma-expect na, kailangan basagin mo rin to, kailangan basagin mo rin yan. Kasi nga, it's not looking quite as well as it did before. We've actually formed a high, low, lower high, lower low, no? So, that's something that we just want to be careful of. Okay, and in essence, yun nga, parang nabubuo na niya yung malaking head and shoulders pattern that we talked about last week. So, kailangan konting ingat lang, hindi lahat ng bounce hahabulin. We want to wait for some type of confirmation before we jump in, lalo na given the current market conditions. Okay? But, if it does break above 11.62, while I wouldn't be super excited to trade it just yet, I will be keeping an eye on it in case it does keep holding and does open up this range here. Diba? Halos every week naman, tinitignan po natin tong ACEN. So I'm sure na kung mangyari po yon, mapag-uusapan natin, matitignan natin together, and mapag-aaralan po natin ng magkakasama. Okay? Next, let's take a look at MM. So yung MM, tuluyan na po niya nabasag yung support na to that we discussed before. Oops, nawala. Okay? Etong 3.02. And after we broke 3.02, ano po yung nangyari? Price came down, retested like we always discuss, retested yung previous support which is now turned resistance, and then from there we rolled over and came and tagged these lows here which was 2.76. It tried to close beneath it, medyo sakto, no? Nag-close talaga siya doon sa 2.76. Now what we're looking to see is mababasag ba to? If we break that, then we open up this range here, so that's 2.46 to 2.76. At kung mabasag pa yung 2.46, then ang next support natin will be at around 1.97. Okay? For this to become bullish again, for me, number one, kailangan ma-reclaim yung 3 pesos na area. Let's see if it holds. Tapos tignan natin kung ano itsura once ma-reclaim. Kasi it is possible na mag-form tayo ng parang inverted head and shoulders, something like that. Dito, di ba? So kapag ganon, then maybe we can trade this area here, 3.02 hanggang 3.68. Roughly 20% din yon. So it's a decent area, di ba? It's a decent area to trade. So something to watch out for lang in case mabuo to, yung hinahanap natin na pattern. If hindi siya mabuo, if tuluyang bumaba, then iwas muna tayo. Huwag nating pilitin. Maybe we can just wait for Q1 before we come back and reassess it. If it does form, then that's something to watch out for para sa atin. Kung from there, mabuo yan, tapos mabasag tong 3.68, then we're looking at 4.29 next and this range here for price to possibly trade in. The next stock that we're gonna look at is GSMI, which is a requested stock. Okay? So I was saying etong GSMI, we formed a head and shoulders pattern here, pero hindi pa siya tuluyan na babasag, no? While I wouldn't say na dapat yung neckline niya ito mismo sa baba, we can look at this in various ways. The first way is pwede tayo maglagay ng parang trend line dito, 'di ba? Pero na-violate na yun, tas na-retake na eh. Okay? We can still leave it there, but hindi na siya as okay. The other way that we can look at it is we see how itong 98.5 na area has been holding. So that's what we don't want to see break. Kasi kung nabasag yan, okay, baka mag-trade na tayo within this lower range here. That's from 85 hanggang 98.50. Diba? Kung mabasag yan. So, yun yung iniiwasan nating makita if we're bullish ng GSMI. If we're bullish ng GSMI. Ang gusto naman nating makita is ma-reclaim natin tong 112 na area para mag-open ulit yung possibility that we can come back and retake etong high na to. Hindi ko pala ito na-adjust, which is 119. So kung from here, mabasag natin tong 112, next target natin will be 119, and if we can break that again, then we can aim higher. Okay? So if we look at the weekly chart, meron pa bang higher yan? Wala na. All-time high na pala. So kapag mabasag yon ulit, then all-time high na naman tayo ulit, tuloy na naman ng bullishness. But kung mabasag natin to the downside, then baka either tuluyan na bumaba, or baka mag-range muna na malaki again as we head into Q1. Okay? That's just something to watch out for dito sa GSMI. Kung may hawak kayo, make sure lang na either number 1, you stick to your stop loss. Okay? Maintain your discipline. Kunyari, mababa nyo pa nakuha. It doesn't matter. Kailangan sunod pa rin po tayo sa pag-trail stop natin. Or kung hindi naman po trail stop, gumawa po tayo ng plano. Kunwari, nabuo yung head and shoulders, nabasag yung neckline. Maybe dapat lumabas na ako. Okay, so just something for you to ponder moving forward kung sakali man na may hawak na po kayo nitong GSMI. Next, let's take a look at DMC, no? So DMC, actually this is very often requested, madalas lalo na sa mga DMs. So I try to include it as much as I can. As we can see right now, DMC is ranging in this area here. As I said before, I want to see it at least trade above tong white zone na to para maging mas bullish ako ulit. At bakit do sa white zone na yan? Just because, kunyari umangat tayo dito, pwedeng mauntog tayo sa area of consolidation na yan, tas collapse eh. So I just want to see it trade above that even though I'm aware na may area of consolidation din dito. Ngayon, kung hindi naman kayo nagmamadali and you want to make extra sure, then you can wait na mabasag tong 9.4 or mabasag yung 9.7 before you decide kung gusto nyo bang i-trade tong DMC moving forward. Okay? Hindi naman po natin kailangan makuha yung bawat kusing ng move eh. Ang gusto lang natin is may makuha tayo dun sa move. So if you're waiting for confirmation, yan yung pinaka-confirmation na mahihintay natin. Kasi yung sinasabi ko na dito, medyo risky pa rin yun eh. Kasi possible pa rin na we move up, kahit na mabasag natin to, mauuntog tayo dito, tas dun tayo mag-roll over. So just something to think about when it comes to DMC. Now, again, kung may hawak kayong DMC, just make sure na susunod tayo sa discipline natin. Kung mahit ang trail stop, then hit na yung trail stop, labas na tayo. Kung hindi pa, edi hold pa rin, no? Alam ko, DMC is a favorite of a lot of people for dividends, no? So, I'm sure na maraming sa inyo nakabili doon sa mas mura. But dividends or no dividends, kung pumapangit na yung chart, then maybe it's time to get out, tas balik na lang if ever in the future. Okay? So, kung naman ang bearish na scenario nito, ang ayaw nating makita is ma-break number 1, itong 7.25, tapos baka bumalik tayo sa white zone na to, and if pati to tuluyang mabasag, then I think we come back and tag itong mga lows na nandito sa baba. Okay? So that's just something to watch out for. And then finally, let's take a quick look at WLCON. Okay? So yung WLCON, nagkaroon tayo ng spike up, move down, tapos ngayon we're ranging in this area, no? And nakikita natin tong 31.9 to 32 pesos na area has been holding as resistance. Kung mabasag yan, that does open up this area here again. However, if we're looking at it, parang ang laki naman ng area, that's roughly 25-30%, di ba? So let's try to look at it from a lower time frame perspective. So from a lower time frame perspective, ang nakikita natin dito is kung mabasag man to, meron pa tayong possible resistance sa area na to, which is at around 35 pesos, no? So from 32 hanggang 35, then if mabasag tong 35, dun yung straight shot natin, possibly papuntang 40. So again, konting paalala lang po yun sa atin para di tayong mag-expect overly much, 'di ba? Parang overly optimistic, tapos hindi tayo nagiging realistic sa mga pwedeng matamaang untog along the way. Tapos magugulat na lang tayo, bakit siya nauntog dyan? Tapos bumaksak tuloy. Okay? So yun yung tinitingnan ko for bullishness dito sa WLCON. Ang ayaw nating makita dito is tuluyang mabasag tong range na to. So 27.8 mabasag because that opens up this range here. That's 25.3 to 27.8. If mabasag din ang 25.3, then I think yung next na support natin will be around 22.10. Okay? Isa pang ayaw kong makita is sabihin natin, let me delete these. Oopsie, sorry. Sabihin natin, price breaks down, kahit dito lang muna, underneath nitong low na to, that's 28.65, retest it from underneath, then we break to the downside. Pag ganon, baka wala nang retest dito sa 27.8, baka dumiretso na dito sa 25.3. So just something na kailangan pangingatan at panoorin dito sa WLCON. Alright, again, kung may hawak na kayo, congrats. Just be sure to trail your stops accordingly at huwag pong magpapakain sa greed. Okay? Ayaw natin na yung kinita natin, ibabalik natin yung karamihan sa market. Diba? Kung na-hit na yung stop loss natin, na-hit na yung discipline natin, labas na tayo. Pwede naman pong bumalik. Wala pong masama doon. Alright? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin. I hope kahit papano may natutunan po kayo at meron po kayong napulot. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!